Hi everyone, it's Deb. I'm here with a day late cards with Paige and Peggy. So sorry Paige and Peggy, but I just hadn't finished my cards, and then I had stuff to do on Friday and Saturday, and I just finished them this morning, which is Sunday. So I decided to use the extra for their cards was to use foil. And I used Tranquil Tide. I'm using Stampin Up products today. So I used Tranquil Tide, which is not foil, obviously. I used a little bit of the In Color 2017 to 19 Designer Series paper in the Tranquil Tide color. I also used the Galvanized metallic paper, which is like a silvery color. I don't know if you can see it. It's like that. And then I also used a little bit of silver foil sheets. And then I also used a bit, now this isn't really foil, but it's the Joyous Noel Glimmer paper had Tranquil Tide in it, so I used some of that. And the featured stamp set and Thinlits today are Beautiful Baubles, which is number 147765 in the holiday catalog, and the Detailed Baubles Thinlits Dies 147924. And these are gorgeous, guys. And so are the Thinlits. I'll show you that in a moment. And I also used some ribbons. I used the velvet ribbon, 1/4 inch wide in Tranquil Tide. I used a little bit of the 1/8 inch Whisper White sheer ribbon, 1/8 inch, and a little bit of the metallic edge ribbon. I think they call this silver. It's Whisper White with silver edging, and that's in the annual catalog. So is the other white one. The Tranquil Tide is in the holiday catalog. And I think I also used a couple little embellishments, and I'll talk about those in a minute. So here's the first card. Oh, and the first two cards did use some paper from the Frosted Floral Specialty DSP. It was this sheet here, which I don't know if you can tell, but it's all shimmery, maybe there. The back has this, but this whole paper set, Designer Series paper, has a shimmer to it. So yeah, I used that one because that is Tranquil Tide. I was going with the Tranquil Tide theme. I have a Tranquil Tide card base, the DSP, this is Whisper White, here's the Joyous Noel Glimmer paper, and this is the Galvanized metallic using a Detailed Bauble Thinlit die. It's my favorite one out of here, I think. Hang on. Oops, sorry. Sorry for my arms in the way. I'm trying a different camera attachment. This one here. And then later you'll see me use this one, as well as there's a doily type thing in here. And I did use that on one or two as well. So yeah, I used those. Put them over here. These little pearls are out of the Share What You Love pearls. Let's see if I have them here handy to show you. I don't know. Yeah, here we are. There are these. It's Share What You Love Artisan Pearls. And I believe this is Tranquil Tide here also. So I just used 3 of those. One up here, 2 here. And then these little bows on the first 2 are in the clearance rack. And I don't remember what they're called, guys. But they are definitely still available in the clearance rack as of yesterday. So, and then this one ornament, I glued the Galvanized metallic die cut onto the Glimmer paper, and I popped it up on dimensionals, Stampin' Dimensionals. And then this the Deck the Halls came out of the Beautiful Baubles, but that is on the, oh goodness, I believe that one is the Everyday Label Punch. Yes, Everyday Label Punch is what I used for the white part there. Okay, and the ink is Tranquil Tide as well. And then on the inside, I stamped off twice, and this is out of the die set. I'm sorry, the stamp set. And then also Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year is out of the Beautiful Baubles stamp set. It's right here, and these are gorgeous. Beautiful. Love them. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one used the Tranquil Tide background. Oh shoot, what is it called? I just said it and now I can't remember. Frosted Floral, right? Frosted Floral Specialty DSP. Background, Tranquil Tide cardstock again. This time, when I cut this doily out of Glimmer paper, it left a centerpiece, and that is what that is, and that's out of the glitter paper. This is just a cut out of the glitter paper, and then this is the pretty label. I'm so bad with names. Pretty Label Punch, yes. Same Deck the Halls, and then these are silver metallic pearls. They're in the annual catalog. And then again, the bow out of the set that's on clearance, okay? And then inside I did the same thing. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and just stamped the baubles on Whisper White inside. Both are Whisper White. So those are the first two. Then the next one I made, you'll see I used the smaller, this one, die. Here is the doily part that came out of the same, when I cut this piece, that was the center of this doily. So here I used just the round. I did the doily in just regular Tranquil Tide paper as well. That's what I put the bauble on. And the bauble is out of the Galvanized Metallic. I just used this velvet ribbon in Tranquil Tide. I believe that's in the holiday catalog. And I bumped up, I left the circle down in, but I bumped up on mini dimensionals the doily part, the edging in the Glimmer paper. And the metallic background is the Galvanized Metallic, and there I used the Tin Tile Dynamic Textured Impressions embossing folder. I love that one. It's one of my favorites. I hope that Stampin' Up! Continues that. And then again, the Tranquil Tide ribbon. Didn't want to do a bow down here. I just wasn't feeling it, so I just did a stripe. I put the Galvanized Metallic on Tranquil Tide, but this is on a Whisper White card base. And then on the inside, I had a little piece left of the Galvanized Metallic, so I embossed it too. And then put a piece of Tranquil Tide and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And then there's a little tiny stamp, like snowflakes or something in here, down here. Are you seeing that? I don't know. Right here. Anyway, I stamped off and put that in each corner, and I thought that just gave it a little extra something. There you go. So that's the inside of that one. That's the third card. The next card, I got out the Designer Series paper that goes with the In Color 2017-19. Here's the doily part in the Tranquil Tide only. So this is actually on Whisper White, Tranquil Tide, then the Tranquil Tide color of the DSP, and it looked like little snowflakes to me. This circle is the 2 1/4 inch circle punch out of the Galvanized Metallic, and then the bauble is cut out of the Joyous Noel glitter paper. And then I had some little edges left on the glitter paper, so I took a 1/2 inch circle punch from Stampin' Up, and I just punched out some circles, like little Christmas balls almost. I also had a little rectangle, and I backed this Deck the Halls with the glitter paper rectangle just to give it more more sparkle and glimmer. I hope you're seeing that. And this time I bumped up the center part, not the doily part. The 2 1/4 inch punch is a little smaller than the circle that comes out of the center of the doily. See, and I didn't want to do a doily in the, I had already done a doily in the Tranquil Tide from the piece that I used here. So I wanted to use that somehow. And then this is the 1/8 inch sheer ribbon in Whisper White. And let's see, on the inside, I did the same thing with the baubles. They have a little bar thing too, like they're hanging from that. But then I stamped on top of that, Hope You Find Beauty in the Details of the Season. And this is a leftover strip of the DSP paper. So that's that one. And then the last one is again on Whisper White. Now this one, I used these, I forgot to mention this. I used these chicken wire elements, and I had one already out, and what I had done is I had previously used half of the inside, but I had this edging left, so it was a little too big for the card, so I just snipped out one of the sections, and then it fit pretty well on the card, so it's kind of hollow in the middle, but the edging is there. I had to mess with it a little bit to get it to fit right, but anyway, I did. Then this is a Tranquil Tide cardstock piece. Here's the other half of the chicken wire that was in that same pack. I used the 2 1/4 inch circle punch, which exactly fits on these on this bauble. I call them Christmas balls, but anyway. And then this is out of the silver foil paper, which went with the silver foil of the chicken wire, I think. And then here's the ribbon. This bauble has a little rectangle top, you know, like the cap. So I stuck the ribbon, which fit exactly through it, and folded over, snipped the ends on an angle, and just stuck a glue dot down so it's loose, but it holds together. I might tack that down too. I tacked them together with a glue dot, but I might tack it down. Then I just put the white ribbon with the silver edging behind it in like a zigzag on top of the chicken wire, and then I bumped this up on dimensionals. And then down here, another rectangle in the glitter paper from a scrap. I stamped Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, just put those little snowflakey things on the end here, and did the little flag with actually the triple banner punch. I just held it in the center and did that. And then on the inside, all I did was the little snowflakes on the edges. And that is it for that one. I didn't put any other sentiment in. So I think I'm just going to tack that down a little bit with a glue dot, and then that's my 5 cards. So I hope you enjoyed those. They were fun to make. I wanted to just use this Beautiful Baubles set that I had bought and hadn't used yet, and I wanted to use some foils and things too. So let me know which one is your favorite, and if you have a favorite out of them. I also kind of am on a mission to use my 2017 to 19 papers up before next June, and Tranquil Tide was a color in the Frosted Floral, so that was my starting point, but that's what I'm doing. And then also the Galvanized Metallic I need to use because that's in the holiday catalog, which only goes through December 31st, guys. So if you want anything out of the holiday catalog, be sure you place your orders before December 31st, and all that information will be below, as will links to these item numbers for the products I used today. Okay, sorry again, Paige and Peggy, for being late, but at least I made my cards and got them done. And yeah, because I'm kind of behind in Christmas card making, if I'm going to get them out to everybody I need to this year. So I don't know if I'll make it this year. Anyway, that's it. Have a wonderful Sunday and a great week, everyone. It's raining here again. Raining. So enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and peace, love, and hugs to everyone. Bye for now.